How's it going, everybody? My name is Nick. I also go by Goldynguy, and I'm your coach of the Philadelphia Pincers. Last week, we took it down to another nail-biter victory as we took it down to the very last turn and relied on an inaccurate move to take home our second W of the season against Coach One Crash. So we are heading into Week 3, 2-0 plus 2 differential, which isn't great differential-wise, but 2 wins feels pretty nice. And we are taking on the person that took us out of the playoffs last season and ultimately denied us of getting to the finals, went on to win the finals themselves, and Coach Gentleman Thomas and his Copenhagen Gallades. And yeah, so let's just, talk about the matchup that we got going on this week. So we've got Latios, Mamoswine, Scizor, Florges, Sinistcha, Tentacruel, Colossal, Iron Hands, Articuno, and Ursaring, and Crawdaunt taking on Coach Gentleman Thomas's Iron Valiant, Pecharunt, Ting-Lu, Kyurem, Azelf, Klefki, Terra Bellibolt, Talonflame, Qwilfish, ZANGOOSE, and Lurantis. Our Terra captains, of course, are the Terra Water, Grass, and Fairy Colossal, and the Flying, Ground, and Steel Articuno, whereas Thomas is rocking the Electric, Water, and Fairy Bellibolt, along with Normal, Fighting, and Dark ZANGOOSE. Thomas has got an incredible team, super bulky, but can also be super offensive if he needs it to. I think the only real thing that we have going for us in this matchup is that Thomas is starting off 0-2, which maybe that's not good for us because I know that he's looking for that win, and he's definitely looking to take us out again. So let's talk about the team that we're bringing and why we're bringing it. We are starting off with Emerald Miner, the Latios, rocking that Luster Purge, Draco Meteor, Trick, and Flip Turn with the Choice Scarf. The Choice Scarf is there to allow us to outspeed pretty much everything on Thomas's team that, really, I don't expect it to be Scarf Valiant. It allows us to outspeed a Scarf or Speed Tie, the Azelf, which is why we are running max speed. Hopefully we can trick the Choice Scarf to something like Klefki or Ting-Lu, maybe even to Pecharunt depending on the set. And then Luster Purge and Draco Meteor hit the rest of the team relatively hard outside of the Klefki, which it doesn't really touch at all, but that's okay. Next up, no, I don't want to go backwards, let's go forwards. Next up, we have Grandmaster D-Ray coming back for Week 3, the Mamoswine, rocking Earthquake, Icicle Crash, Knockoff, and Iron Head with that Assault Vest once again. We are Adamant Nature just to punish our opponent as hard as we possibly can. Knockoff is there so that we can get rid of things like Boots on the Talonflame, Black Sludge, Light Clay, Black Sludge from the Qwilfish, Light Clay from the Klefki, and then so that we can hit Azelf with a super effective move. Iron Head is there so that we can hit Iron Valiant with a super effective move, have a move to hit Fairy Bellibolt, and then Earthquake and Icicle Crash are just our strongest stabs. Then we've got Viz the Scizor coming in here with the Protective Pads. The Protective Pads are there so that we cannot get the Flame Body proc from Talonflame. That just in case we want to U-turn out or come in and pick up a cheeky knockout with Bullet Punch or Quick Attack. It's also there for any Rocky Helmet users that my opponent might have in the form of Qwilfish, Bellibolt, Pecharunt, so on and so forth. And then I think Scizor could be a great endgame sweeper in here if I can just get a Swords Dance set up and then just start hitting Bullet Punch and Quick Turn on the remainder of my opponent's mons. Then we've got Sinistcha coming up, and this is going to be a kind of neat set. It is a Weakness Policy Trick Room set, which we have seen going around quite a bit lately, so I can't necessarily take full credit for this. But we are max HP, max Videf, so because we have a lot of defense investment already, and the things that we want to take special hits from, like the Pecharunt and potentially the Talonflame, we can. It also allows us to deal with the Azelf a bit better. Shadow Ball and Machagacha for dual stab, Strength Stat for longevity. It's pretty simple from there. Then we've got Big Grum the Colossal coming back, rocking that Power Gem, Flamethrower, Earth Power, and Rapid Spin, and the Bolt Nature. We are Terra Fairy this week, just so that we can deal with the Iron Valiant a little bit better, and the Ting-Lu as well, and so that we can potentially take on hits from a Draco Meteor Kyurem, something along those lines. Leftovers is there for longevity, and that's the Colossal set that we are rocking with. I believe I chose Flame Body just for any cheeky burns on the Qwilfish, potentially the ZANGOOSE, the Lurantis, so on and so forth. But yeah, that's the Colossal set that we are running. And then last but certainly not least is going to be Galvanate with the Iron Hands, with Drain Punch, Thunder Punch, Heavy Slam, and Earthquake. The combination of these 4 moves hit my opponent's team pretty hard, and Drain Punch is there for the longevity against things like the ZANGOOSE, the Kyurem, the Tinglu, so on and so forth. And we have another Assault Vest on this because we are pretty worried about Kyurem just running rampant on our team. All of that being said, the 6 that I anticipate my opponent to bring are going to be the Iron Valiant, the Pecharunt, Tinglu, Kyurem, Klefki, and either Flame or Talonflame or Bellibolt. And looking at my team, I did not put in nearly enough prep for probably ZANGOOSE or Azelf maybe, but hopefully what we do end up bringing does not end up being the reason that we lose. That being said, I'm going to try to get up on out of here into the match with Thomas and get this battle on the way. Alright, it looks like we have gotten connected here with Gentleman Thomas. We did swap 6 before the match started, and we are incredibly surprised to see a Klefki, ZANGOOSE, and Talonflame staring at us from the opponent's side. Was fairly certain that Tinglu, Pecharunt, and Iron Valiant were going to come into this matchup. ZANGOOSE is probably some kind of toxic boost set with Terra Dark makes the most sense into my team. It's gonna hurt. That being said, I do think that a Scizor lead here is fairly good. Against Talonflame, I can just hard switch into Colossal. Everything else I can pretty much just U-turn on. Klefki is likely some kind of lead set. We did say good luck, have fun in the chat. We do need our revenge on Gentleman Thomas for knocking us out of the semifinals match last season. And he ultimately went on to win the season, so good for him. But we are here to exact some revenge. And then Talonflame is probably the defogger on the team. It would be the defogger if it has it. This is Pina Colada, and that's going to be the Iron Valiant. I do think we got a very good lead right off the bat, in my most humble opinion. So Iron Valiant with Fire Punch into my Scizor would kill. Do I just Bullet Punch here? Bullet Punch won't take it out if it's even slightly bulky. So I do think I can just go straight out into Colossal here. Oh, they're gonna hard switch as well. Good for them. So that being said, I don't think they have... Cosmopolitan is going to be this guy, okay? So that being said, they might not have Fire Punch if they're just gonna hard switch out into Pecharunt. So here, Pecharunt is not wanting to take, I mean, it can take the Earth Power, obviously. It doesn't want to take it all that well. I think Flamethrower, Power Gem is a good neutral ground because it can hit the incoming Talonflame. Let's just play aggressive. Let's go Power Gem and see if Talonflame wants to come in on Colossal. Nasty flat up, okay. So we are just going to Power Gem, and that's going to do 25%, which, yeah, that's right, okay. So Earth Powering here, so this dude's sitting at +2. Still not knocking us out with anything. Let's just go for an Earth Power. Shadow Ball comes off, so now we can see what kind of Pecharunt we're dealing with. 416 down to 245. That's going to do a lot of damage there. Weakness Policy? Yep. So now he's sitting at +4. With the Shadow Ball, that did 41%. And we are currently sitting at 65. Shadow Ball will kill here. anything that I can go out into just to take the hit? Probably not super well. So, unfortunately, I think letting this go down here is what we have to do. Because Iron Hands is going to be taking 2 from this guy, especially. Yeah, I don't know if I want that now. Let's just go out into Galvanate here. I don't think that was max special attack, which means I probably could have taken another one. So we can just go out here into Iron Hands, 449, recover comes off, okay. That was probably best case scenario for Iron Hands. And we can just Earthquake for 30%. Malignant Chain comes off. 242. No poison. So that took us down to 242. He knows that we're Assault Vest now. We do live another Malignant Chain. We live a Shadow Ball. I was contemplating whether or not, I mean, I really don't want to let Iron Hands go here. Scizor coming in is decent, but we're not outspeeding and we don't take 2 Shadow Balls. Let's just Earthquake. I know that we can outspeed the Tinglu and get some health back. We should live this based on the Malignant Chain damage. Yeah. And now we can... Mamoswine can come in, right, and do a good chunk, but we're not killing, unfortunately. He no longer has an item. I don't know. I think I can just Earthquake here and expect him to recover. Yeah. So this was Weakness Policy. Malignant. Shadow Ball. You have to recover here or else you die. If you want to try and take out my guy. I think I can just go out into D-Ray, the Mamoswine, and then click Earthquake. Even if the Talonflame wants to come in on that Earthquake, it means that this thing's no longer an issue. But 2 Earthquakes into this guy would be fantastic. So we do just Earthquake here. They have to go for Shadow Ball to deal a significant chunk to us. We do resist the Malignant Chain. So it was Shadow Ball, recover, Malignant Chain, and it was Weakness Policy, which is now procced. This thing is sitting at +4, but it doesn't have any special attack investment from what I can see. Foul Play would have been nice here on something, just because it does well, but okay, so you are just going to switch out into Talonflame? Tequila, so yeah, it's going to be Talonflame. Alright, so I think I'm just going to go hard back out into Colossal here, because I don't want to take the fire move with my Mammoth Swine because we are oblivious this week, just in case that Quillfish came. And so we don't have that thick fat to be able to live those things. I can still get health back with Iron Hands in front of Ting Lu, I do believe. We should be able to get some kind of health back from it. So we can just get back up there. Drain Punch is doing a chunk, and it should bring us back up to living an Earthquake. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty well. Tequila Hunter just gonna hard out into the hard out of the Talonflame. Just just in case what. As Petrarch comes back out. Okay. And I can just go out into Colossal here and Earth Power. So I think, yeah, we definitely just Earth Power here and hope for a drop. They have to set up, okay, they have to get a Confusion on us to do much of anything. Critical hit, Poison, the Poison sucks the most, for sure. So Poison, Colossal, we are confused. Can we break through? Come on, hit the Earth Power. Yes, okay. Can we get a Spit Death drop? Nope, no tip for tat on that one. Okay. Petrarch's in. I think going back out into D-Ray is a hard move, but I think we can make it. Grom comes out. Okay, so you are staying in with Petrarch. Are you Parting Shot? There's a Shadow Ball. What's your last move? Alright, you're just gonna... That's fine. I'm gonna Icicle Crash here. And see what we can do. It doesn't have an item, so I think just going for a raw Icicle Crash, he doesn't want to stay in. And we just have to play aggressively against this because it looks like he wants to play aggressively against us. So going for an Icicle Crash would do like 20-ish% to this guy, which isn't great, but it will do a significant chunk to a Talonflame that wants to come in, the potential Iron Valiant that wants to come in. I wish I knew more about the Iron Valiant set, so that, you know, I mean, how many recovers have they used? Sorry, I think they've used 3 recovers, if I remember correctly. Shadow Ball comes off. This isn't going to be doing much to Mammoth Swine. Yep. Okay, that took it from 95 down to 65, so it did 30-ish%. Are you like not max HP? I wasn't even max defense. If you are not, right? Let's just say you're not. Let's say you are SPDEF inclined. There's a roll. There's some rolls here for Earthquake to kill, so let's just go for it and see what they want to do. Clearly I was predicting the Talonflame to come in there. Earthquake will do a lot of damage to anything else other than the Talonflame. Maybe Talonflame is the more straightforward switch here. And they do go for the Malignant Chain. No poison is fantastic. Earthquake comes off, and we just miss out, okay? So they can do one of two things. They can go for a Malignant Chain and go that route just to whittle us down a little bit more, or they can go into Talonflame, or they can recover. If they recover, then we should, because we did 50%. I'm just going to Earthquake here. I Talonflame comes in, that's fine. I still don't know what the fourth move. Yeah, I still don't know what the fourth move is on this guy. I am just going to go directly back out into Colossal here. Colossal is my best answer to Talonflame. And maybe if I can get Latios in, and then there are two fairies sitting in front of me, so I can't just fire off Dracos. I can trick Klefki or Ting-Lu, my Choice Scarf. That would be fine, other than for Iron Hands. If I can get Sinistcha in, Sinistcha against Pecharunt. We live the Shadow Ball, are able to proc our weakness policy and get up Trick Room, which would be the best bet. Brave Bird comes off. So that's some damage into my guy. That was Brave Bird. It's probably Boots. He knows that I can kill him with Power Gem right here. Easily. So you have to go out into something that resists that. I am just going to go for a Flamethrower on the off chance that Klefki wants to come in to take the Power Gem. Flamethrower could also give us a burn potential onto that Ting-Lu. Could give us a burn potential onto ZANGOOSE. This is going to be a Rusty Nail. It's probably the Ting... Oh, Klefki. Okay, nice play. Nice play, Goldynguy. Nice. We take those. Take those all day long. And from here, we just go for another one and see if they want to try to set up screens. Yep, there it is. That's going to be Light Clay, screens. So we do have light screen set up on against us. They can go for a Reflect now. Let's see. Colossal into Klefki. I think Earth Power is relatively neutral, but Flamethrower is also good for the burn chance. Yeah, okay. So they have Reflect up. Okay. So Klefki goes down to Colossal. But it did put up screens, which is what we were definitely worried about, even though my prep does not show it. We definitely had Klefki at the forefront of our minds during the entire prep process. Maybe I should have brought Brick Break on something. Maybe I should have brought Defog on Scizor. There's a lot of maybes here. If we can just stall until we can get in, if we can stall some screen turns out, that'd be fantastic. Getting in Sinistcha would be great to Daiquiri's coming out. That's gonna be the ZANGOOSE, okay? And I am just going to Flamethrower here for a potential burn chance. Sword Stance comes off, okay. Sword Stance. Flamethrower comes off. No burn, okay. And he's not Toxic Orb either. as we go down to poison from Petrant. That is perfectly fine. He is Toxic Orb. Okay, it just went last. No, Petrant did not die. Colossal died. Scizor into ZANGOOSE at +2. Dang, that does a lot. Okay. What is Quick Attack doing to Lottie? It's not killing. There's that. So I do think I can just go into Lottie and fire off a big Luster Purge here. This poison will rack up over time. So we are just going to fire off this Luster Purge, let them go for a quick attack. Seeing as that's the only way that they can outspeed us. Oh shoot! I just realized it could be Terra Dark. I knew that. Oh, that could be the huge misplay. Oh my goodness, what is wrong with me? Are you Terra Dark? Oh no, yeah, that's gonna be Terra Dark. Holy, what is wrong? Oh my goodness. No, it's Terra Normal. Okay. But this quick attack will now kill, for certain. Yep. There's a roll where it doesn't, and it does. That's bad. Oh man, I can't believe I just lost Latios like that. That sucks. So, Sinistcha does not want to take a knockoff. I mean, Scizor is our best bet right here. It doesn't want to take a Facade is the issue. I'm just going to go into Sinistcha here and try and set up a Trick Room. I feel like that's my best bet. Sinistcha in against this. It definitely has knockoff. But I can always just Strength Sap just in case it doesn't. But it does. There's no way around it. I mean, I could sack the Iron Hands here, but that's not going to do anything in the long run other than whittle down this guy, or other than whittle down the screen turns. What is Iron Hands coming in against? Nothing other than King Blue. So let's just go ahead and sack off and waste a turn at screens. Look for the knockoff here. As Iron Hand is likely to go down. Yeah, there it is. ZANGOOSE picks up a second kill against Iron Hands. This thing for sure has Facade. I am just going to go out into Scizor and then hard switch out into Sinistcha. Like I said, I'm just trying to waste turns. Because the only way that he can kill Scizor is with Facade, and 2 bullet punches will kill the ZANGOOSE. So going back out into this should absorb any of those unless he just goes for a straight up knockoff. Not a good play. What the fuck? Good play. I can't be mad at that. ZANGOOSE, honestly, did not prep for it all that well. I knew that it was an option, but that was about it. So I think in order to turn this around, I need to go into Scizor here and go for a wrong button. Sword Stance. I mean, it's not, ultimately it's not going to matter. Sword Stance will get me up to +2, so I can kill it next turn. A +2 into, what should we, Talonflame. +2 quick attack, not doing anything, into a defensive Talonflame. Yep, there's the Facade. That's gonna lock it up for ZANGOOSE coming out on top. Yep, damn. I guess I should have just attacked it, I don't know. Did I play it too safe? Probably. That's on me. Or maybe I should have sacked the Mamoswine, but then Scizor loses every day of the week to Talonflame. I'm disappointed in myself for this match, but I also did not anticipate I didn't anticipate ZANGOOSE to come to this, even though it obviously makes a lot of sense and just put in work against my team. There's the quick attack as ZANGOOSE picks up a 5th kill. We're going to lose this game 5-0. We lost to Gentleman Thomas. 5-0. That's unfortunate. Thomas did just pick up his first win of the season, so good for him. Drops us down to 2-1, -3. Oh, this is awful. Hopefully we can bounce back. I don't know what happened this week, guys. I'm not, as you can see, I'm not super torn up about it. He played the ZANGOOSE super well, getting it set up behind screens. I maybe could have went about sacking things in a different order or playing, I don't know. I feel like there was an out there and I'm just not seeing it at the moment, but that's okay. My name's Nick. I go by Goldynguy, and hopefully we can bounce back next week, guys. We'll be seeing you. Peace.